Hi everyone, it is Elmer, and in this video I'm going to be installing this Dusty Motors protection cover that I got for my Traxxas Rustler 4x4. Because the motor I had in it earlier quit working properly because it got too full of rocks. So I just got this one installed today, and I'm going to be putting on this protection cover, which I picked up for $46 at a RC hobby store in the city near us. So anyway, I'll just show you all how it goes on, and then show you all how it works. So when I bought this at the hobby store, I talked to one of the guys that was working there, and he had said the biggest thing about installing this is just prepping it, like making sure using some isopropyl alcohol on a paper towel and just cleaning the frame off to make sure that the Velcro can stick nice and easy. So to just scrub this off real well to make sure there's no dirt or anything that's going to make the Velcro not stick like it should, because then it won't peel off in the future. Haven't done much scrubbing, and just look at all the stuff that I'm getting off of this frame. Didn't look dirty until I got scrubbing. Lots of stuff coming off of there. Okay, I got that all cleaned off. I know it still looks kind of dirty, but that's just little bits of scraping from rocks being kicked up from the wheels from so many hours of running them on gravel because we live on a farm. So now I'm going to open this container up, show you all what's inside of it. This thing includes, of course, the cover, which is a very fine mesh, so you can see through it, but it feels solid to the touch. There is a strip of Velcro, some basic instructions just to say, like, the logo must be mounted on the left side of the model, and shock absorber covers. So these go around your shocks and kind of just cover them and maybe protect the springs a little bit. So next step is going to be to cut this Velcro to size and stick it right on the side of that frame. Got the piece cut to size, and the first bit stuck on there. Going on, there is a little bit of wrinkling there where the frame comes down and then straight, which I figured is going to happen, but I've got it pushed up tight enough. It shouldn't be much of a problem. The wrinkles are pretty small, so it should still stick on there fine. Got the first side on. I know it's not perfect, so please don't judge me. I'm not very experienced with this kind of thing, but as you can see, the cover will fit around on here, and then this kind of elasticy part on the top, on the sides, will go around there and around here. Although something I noticed, it's not gonna fit the antenna. So I'm thinking, since there's a zipper, maybe I could bend the antenna all the way to the back like that, and then have it just sticking through the zipper a little bit. But anyway, I'll get the other side on now, and then I'll show you all what it looks like. I haven't got the other side on yet, but that's kind of how it's gonna fit. It's gonna kind of scrunch around the front like that, and around the back like that. So it's not going to keep all the rocks out, it's just going to keep lots of them out. What I've been doing to install this is I just fold back a little section like that, and then I kind of slipped it in there. I should be doing it in slightly smaller sections, although I find in there where it pinches behind the shocks, it's kind of hard to pull the backing off, so I do a larger section for right there to get around the shock, and then I do it in like 1/2-inch sections all the way down for the rest. First 2/3 on. As with the other side, there's a few wrinkles, but if you push on them, they kind of smooth out, and they're real short, so the Velcro still gets a good stick. Front part doesn't look very good. It's because there's that annoying bulge right there, and it didn't go around that very well. But anyways, let's get this stretched over, see how it looks. And there we have it. Dust cover. The antenna is just tucked up right there, as you can see, in the top. But anyway, it's sealed. It seals pretty nicely around the sides. Lift it up, it sits flush with the Velcro. So rocks technically still could get in around the front and the back, especially on the front, because there's a little bit of a gap here. Because this netting, I wish it was about 1/2 inch to 1 inch longer, because it doesn't stretch right to the end of where I laid the Velcro on the frame. But that's okay, because I moved it more towards the back, because there's very unlikely that rocks will be getting through there, because it's hard to get to, and then there's not going to be really any rocks kicked up right here. So there's still going to be some getting in, but not a lot. So next, I think I'm going to install the casing for the shocks. It's nice if they do include a little bit more Velcro than you need. I cut the first piece a little bit too long. I was planning to cut it a little bit long so I had some wiggle room, so I just made sure I was cutting off less than half to make sure I would have enough for the other side. And I had more than enough, so yeah. Shock cover time. So to put these on, I'm just going to take off the top screw of the shocks, fold them out for the body a little ways, slip this on to see how much I'm going to need for each shock, cut it to size, put it on, put the screw back in, then do the next one. As soon as you take the shock off, whole body just sinks down. So this tubing just fits around like that. Also, if you are just measuring it once and then cutting 4 chunks, be careful. Because on this car, the rear shocks are slightly taller than the front shocks. This casing is longer on them. So I'm going to end up having to cut 2 different sizes for the front ones and the back ones. So just be careful if you're cutting all 4 at once. You might not cut them to the right size. First piece cut out. What I ended up doing, instead of trying to fit the sleeve over the shocks, see how long it needed to be, pulling up a little ways, cutting it, I just measured the shocks with a tape measure and then cut it. So yeah, the shocks is about 3 inches. I cut this to about 3.5 just so I have a little bit of wiggle room. And this is like a 19-inch strip, so I'm going to have more than enough for all the shocks for sure. Sleeve is on there. Time to screw it back in and repeat 3 more times. Got both of the back ones on. Time for the front ones. Got the front ones on. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, watching me install my protection sheet, or protection cover, and the shock casings. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!